Hello. The time is 10:10 in the morning, and I've had breakfast earlier. Toast, mature cheddar, baked beans and coffee, whilst watching the latest upload, did vlog, which went up thinking 2 AM, but I could be wrong. But it's quite confusing because that's no problem. I was going to say the Windows update, so when I tried to log out the computer, it wouldn't let me. It said I have to do an update shutdown and update restart. So I don't know, I should mention it. But so yeah, I saw the recently uploaded video over breakfast. Then I watched a couple of YouTube videos. One on Google Meet versus Zoom, because Google Meet apparently was inaccessible to everyone. It was a paid product, but now because of the popularity of Zoom, Google Meet is now a free product. So I was watching the comparisons of both. Because I'm not a user of either, I couldn't. It didn't move me at all. This video. So another video on the introduction to Natron, which is like a VFX software that's open source. I'm interested in that. Just the introductory really, but again that seemed a bit, way out to my expectations of creativity. Right, I've actually come in here because I've turned on the laptop. I've got to a point now where I've seen, it seems like I've been, well, the vlog was 40 minutes long, so that seemed like I've been sitting down for over an hour. I got to a point now where I must start the next edit. And I've come in here really to get a pint of pink grapefruit juice. Yep. I suppose an update on the programs I've seen. I went through quite a few yesterday. I think I saw, apart from Mark Ruffalo's one, I know this much is true. It's not on. It's a new drama, so I can't binge watch it at the moment. I have to wait till it rolls out on Sky Atlantic. The first episode has, obviously, but the second one won't roll out until Monday, so I can't watch the next episode until then. I remember seeing the thumbnail and I thought, oh no, it's a future thumbnail. It's something I can click on and watch. And I've seen the next Wisting, or the rest of Wisting, because I think I stopped it and I fell asleep and then stopped it. So I came back to that and watched that. So I've seen the whole of that episode. I saw the next episode of Code 404, which I mentioned because it was really funny. Funnier than the other episode. I think it was more to do with computer jokes that I got, that I got straight away, and that was funny. The rest, for the next Wisting. I think that's a bit plodding at the moment. Not a bad thing. Let's say at the end of episode 2, it's still getting me in terms of it's building up to the tension, let's say, but it hasn't happened straight away. It's gradual. Next one is Gangs of London. I think I may have mentioned that yesterday. Yeah, that was action-packed, the third episode. There seems to be one set piece where it's just Jason Bourne territory, isn't it? So we had that. Of course, yeah, because I mentioned Joe Cole. I said there was a connection to all these shower shows, but I didn't mention Peaky Blinders or Taboo, which were two other shows it's connected to books of actors in it. What else? I think that leaves. I'll talk about twins, wasn't it? Right, I think that leaves only one more, and that is Hitman, second episode. Now, there's this actress in it. I think my hunch is right about each episode as a guest star, which is potentially the target, if you like, the contract. The person contracts on these two hitmen. I've already got the person in their grasp, and just waiting execution really. But today's guest, this guest star was, I think her name's Sean Clifford, and about a year ago I hadn't heard of her or seen her before, but because of Fleabag and 2 series of, which I caught up with this year or late last year, and Quiz about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the major coffin scandal, because she was in that. She's popping up now in all these popular shows. Well, she was the guest star in Hitman, and of course she's, I think, I'm not saying she's a character actress, but she's turned into a comedy actress, because I don't know who she reminds me of. A bit like Jennifer Saunders. She's playing it's the same character all the time. It's this professional, middle class, angst character. But she's so funny when she's it's sort of hysterical, and when she's hysterical, she's funny, and she was funny in this. But again, I found it amusing, but I wasn't laughing out loud. I'm not unlike Code 404, where I did laugh out loud. It was Stephen Graham, he plays it so straight, but when it's like funny happens, even though it's absurd, and he's sort of taking it serious, it's just funny, and that's where the humour works. This is what I mean by playing it straight, and Stephen Graham he does that. Daniel Mays, I think he's in full Jim Carrey mode at the moment, and so it is effective. But as I say, it's it's just keeping it within the danger zone of hamming it up. But Hitman, I'm afraid, isn't funny. It's absurd, but it's not. It should be funny, but it's too. I suppose to most people it would be funny, but to me, I just thought it was silly. But Sean Clifford, Griffith, I don't know I thought a proper name. Sorry. She was good. She was watchable, like she's in Fleabag. She's the star in the making. She's a star now because of her on-screen persona. Yeah, I seem to be watching one drama after next yesterday. That's because I kicked off the export and it was taking, first it was 8 hours, then 7, 6 hours. Every half an hour it was dropping an hour. In the end it took about 6 hours, which made sense because it was a 40+ minute vlog, and it worked out to be about, for every minute of footage it took 11 minutes to render, so 6 hours something, 7 hours. It took about nearly 2 hours to upload and process as well. So when I went to bed I thought it did say uploaded, but it hadn't, it said 0% processed, which was a bit worrying. But it was just a delay because a few seconds later it shot up to 100% and it was ready to view. And that's when I went to bed. I think it was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I think it was 3 o'clock, it was around the 2 a.m. mark. Right, so I'm going to grab a pint of grapefruit juice now and start on the edit at the 10 a.m. mark. That was the last of the grapefruit juices. I've got none for tomorrow, and I think the next supermarket trip is Monday. So therefore I don't have any grapefruit juice for tomorrow. Oh well. Bombshell. Five past 1, which means it's time for a break. So how am I doing? I think I'm about 5 clips left. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 clips left. And sort out the outro and then kick off the export. So it's been a pretty good edit. Still using Shortcut. Excuse me, I should have taken a sip before I commenced with this segment. Yeah, so that's it really. Now taking a break, I should be logging off. Let me see, have I saved this? I have now. Not sure I'm going to watch. What's next? Could be Gangs of London. Doesn't matter. I'll check the recordings. Every time I watch something, it moves it to the front of the recordings. So it becomes recent recordings. So I continue to watch. Thereby I go back to the end and see what needs to be watched next. It seems Hitman and Code 404 are next to each other at the moment, and I don't know how that is because I'm deliberately watching Hitman between the two Scandinavians, Wisting and Twin. And I think last night, Friday, was the latest episode of Gangs of London. Project Blue Book has now ended for a second series. It did say on the screen in big letters what they call a dog,
digital on-screen graphic, big as glass. It says season finale. It's also going to change channels on Sky, which makes no difference to me because I've got an audio remote control. I can just say SYKY and it will take me there. So I can't even tell you the number. I don't know what the number is. And anyway, I've got it on a record. What do you call it? Series link. So it comes up automatically. I don't know if the next series will, but yeah, I think there's a new series. There is a place on the home page which tells you if there's a new series. Right, so I don't. That was a cliffhanger. So there's a double act. It's based on a real person, apparently. One's an expert in the field of UFOs, and the other is an American Air Force pilot, who is his sort of sidekick. Well, I don't want to create a spoiler there, but there is a cliffhanger. Well, as you can imagine. So it's left it open for Series 3. Whether they'll pick it up or not, I don't know. What with the current state of things. Whether it's in production, probably in pre-production, the writing stage. I don't know. I haven't looked up on it. So, I don't recall seeing the next episode of Twin. I think Twin's been out a while now. This thing I'm not sure about. Anyway, I'll just check the continued watching. Yeah. Right. Come to a point now, a convenient point in the monologue here to close things off. So I'm going to log out. Well, I just had the chili con carne and I watched an episode of Code 404 and I was laughing out loud. Excuse me. Take my lead. Yes, again, I think it's episode 3. And yeah, again, it's very funny. And Daniel May was a bit more bumbling in this one, and I thought to myself, it reminds me of Peter Sellers. He could play Inspector Clouseau in it, which is funny because I was thinking he could play Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau, and Stephen Graham could play Clouseau's boss, Chief Inspector Dreyfus. I thought, wow, they're both good. It was really funny again. Amazing. So I thought, nope, I'll come back here. I've only got 5 clicks to do, and we'll be exporting the file, right? Yeah, so here I am, ready to resume. Got a bit cheesed off just now. but it's because I'd forgotten. I like to talk in riddles before. I know you're scratching your head, what's he talking about? He's starting off with a riddle. Let's go straight into it. Sometime yesterday, I had a notification from Windows saying it needs to do an update. Do you want to do it now, or do you want to schedule it? So I said, yeah, I'll schedule it for 9 o'clock today. And I forgot all about it. And of course I got up quite early today. I think I got up about 10 to 8. So before 9 I'm on the computer. And I haven't had any notification or an alert or any reminders, so I just carried on. In fact, I've turned it off to have a break. Chili con carne, come back, finish off the bit. There's only 5 clips. And then sort out the outro, which means adding text, finding the right music to end on, or part of the music, the end of the music to end with the clip, to coincide with the outro. So I thought, well, although it's Chopcar and it's a lightweight video editor, I thought I'd still give it a clean up. So I did sense a bit of a lag here and there. Maybe it's going to struggle later on when it's exporting. So I thought I'd do the customary cleanup, optimization, clear out the %, 10% folder. In fact, I did the last bit first, and then as I'm doing the cleanup, it sort of works out how much memory will be not saved, but brought back. Will be. You know, when I'm watching this back, I'll have the words in my mind, but some. I'm watching it back. I'm watching this back when later on today or tomorrow morning. I'm thinking, cleared up. I've cleared up. I brought back some memory. Copying the words. Save, reserve, cleaned up. I'm doing the cleaned up. So it's calculating the cleaned up memory. And when it does that, I'm just about to hit do it. In fact, I do hit do it. To free up memory, that's it, free up. And I think, what? 3.92 gig? I thought, where's that coming from? And it says Windows Update Cleanup. So I thought, okay, I know where we go with this. I've had this before. And I kind of forgot that although I went ahead with the cleanup, it was going to take ages and ages and ages and ages. So I thought, I thought maybe maybe they needed a restart, so I cancelled the cleanup and then did a restart, and then I had the blue screen, which is, you saw me just now looking at the screen, so the blue screen. It was taking ages and ages to configure Windows, and then I thought, oh yes, I was going to do that at 9 o'clock this morning, so I did it now. And so why am I so cheesed up about it? So what? Well, the thing is, I was going to do the export, just about to hit export, and this delay happened, you know, and I would have got Tuesday off again. And just now, just before I sat down, I got the login screen. I'll scream and scream until I'm sick. And then I got the login screen, so I logged in again. The thing is not connected up to the internet, so maybe it's going to carry on. Right, so yeah, I didn't bank on that. It's giving me quite a headache actually. I got myself into a state. You see the furniture I kicked over. That table is damaged. Right, so I've finished the cleanup, ran the optimization, did a restart, gone into Shortcut, loaded the project, and I've now hit export. Right. Now I'm going to crash down on the sofa and watch some more dramas. Yeah. And then maybe it's about 6, it's 3:45 now, maybe 6 o'clock I'll have marmalade on toast. And then when this has exported, it will be, I suppose, what is it? 24 times 11. Let me have a look. 25-minute vlog. I just need to find the calculator. Here we go. So let's see. 25 for every minute. It takes 11 to render. The asterisk. Okay, equals 200. Oh, it's just over 4 hours, I think. Let me have a look. 4.5 hours. So that's 19, 20, 8:15. It could finish exporting. But that's not an ETA from Shortcut. This is my ETA based on yesterday's export. We'll see at 8:15 whether the project has exported. The vlog has exported. Friday's video. Vlog 686. I think before I have the marmalade on toast, I might nip downstairs and check on the post situation. The export's finished. The upload has started. I haven't had marmalade on toast yet, but I'm going to have it shortly. And before I do, I'm going to pop downstairs, sit as the post, and that's it. This upload is going to take about 51 minutes. It's 7:30 on the dot now, so at 8:20 it will be live. How cool is that? Yep, I'm just about to watch episode 3 of Hitman. As you can see, I've got my marmalade on toast already. So, here we go.
It's nearly 10 p.m. The video uploaded ages ago. I decided to watch Gangs of London and now Twin. And after Twin, I'm going to make a sandwich and watch the recently uploaded video. So that's what's going on.